The True or False Book of Horses by Patricia Lauber and illustrated by Rosalyn Schanzer. Horses and people. Some 30,000 years ago, people were painting pictures on horses on the walls of caves. The painters were Stone Age people who lived in what is now Europe. The horses they knew were small, stocky animals, about the size of ponies. The paintings tell us that horses were important to Stone Age people, but they do not tell us if these people learned to herd or tame horses. We do know that 6,000 years ago, people in Eastern Europe began taming wild horses of the grasslands. How this happened, no one is sure. Perhaps some children wanted a pet, raised a motherless foal, and became the first humans to ride a horse. Whatever happened, the idea of taming horses soon spread. Once tamed, horses changed human history. With horses, people could travel farther and faster than on foot. They could take along heavy supplies. Warfare changed as warriors on horseback or in chariots swept down on warriors without horses. People bred different types of horses. Big, sturdy horses worked farmers' fields. Long-legged, lighter horses were prized as racers and hunters. Not everyone could afford to buy and feed a horse. Most people got about by walking. But for nearly 6,000 years, horses were the chief means of transportation, carrying riders and drawing everything from farmers' wagons to royal coaches. Then, in the early 1800s, times began to change. The first railroads were built. By the late 1800s, the first automobiles were on the road. Horses were still widely used, but machines were taking their place. Today, much of the work once done by horses is done by planes, trains, buses, automobiles, tractors, trucks, and tanks. Some work on ranches and small farms is still done best by horses. But the horse of today is most likely to be ridden for pleasure or for sport. It is treasured as a handsome, graceful, brave animal, and one that likes people. Read on and find out how much you know about our friend the horse.